Hi guys, it's time for another video. I hope that you are safe, healthy at home, and using this time not just to relax, but also to do some work. And I hope that you're also being productive. Unfortunately, we can't be together at this time, but our school, Al Manhal, has created this platform for us so that we can continue to provide you with quality education. And this week, I wanted us to have a look at the vocabulary on page 591. In particular, the words plundered, avenge, ventured, fugitives, and tactics. We've already looked at this in the class, um, but I want to go through it again here. The first word, plundered, means to steal, typically using force and in a time of disorder or in a time of chaos. So think of times like the Black Lives Matters when they had the marches down the street and there was a lot of chaos all over the streets of Chicago and New York and other parts of the United States. But during that time, there were some people going into the shops and stealing things from the shops. Now that's called plundering or pillaging or to ransack, right? So if your shop was one of those that was robbed during that time, you would say that my shop has been plundered or pillaged or ransacked, right? Let's look at some of the example sentences here. The looters moved into the disaster area to plunder the shops. They plundered as much food as they could carry. Look at this gentleman here in this picture, where you can see all around him there's chaos and people are running around and there's no order. Things are a mess, and he decides to go and steal some toys. So you can say he plundered those toys. The second word is avenge. A synonym for this word is revenge or retribution. So, in other words, you are looking to hurt someone or to inflict harm in return for injury or wrongdoing, right? So, if somebody has hurt you and you want to hurt them back, right, because of what they did to you, then you are looking for revenge or retribution, or you want to avenge the wrong that was done to you. Um, the example sentences: we must avenge our dead and forgive your enemy, do not avenge yourself, right? In other words, forgive people and don't for their mistakes and don't try to hurt them because they hurt you. The third word, ventured, right, means to undertake a risky or daring journey or course of action, right? In other words, to go somewhere because it's risky or it's dangerous, or to do something because it's risky or it's dangerous. Think of traveling to far away places. Think of the people that travel to places like um, Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, which is one of the highest mountains, right? Or Mount Everest, which is the highest mountain in the world. And they'll go there just to take pictures, right? So you're also thinking in terms of adventurous, even almost reckless behavior, right? Um, Example sentences: she ventured out into the blizzard. A blizzard is a very intense and dangerous storm with lightning and wind and strong winds, moisture in the air. So if you go out into this dangerous storm, you can say she ventured out into the blizzard or into a dangerous storm. And I might venture to work in a different industry. In other words, I will take the adventure of leaving my industry and job and try something new. Fugitives, sorry, before we move on, here's a picture of people who are on an adventure, right? High up in the mountains. Not a normal place to be, but some people find that exciting. Fugitives, like I mentioned before, is the fourth word in this week's vocabulary. A fugitive is somebody who has run away from particularly the law, right? It's not as if when a child leaves home or when a young adult leaves home, goes to study overseas or goes to live and work overseas. A fugitive is a criminal and is wanted by the police and is wanted by the law, right? A person who has escaped from captivity or is in hiding, usually from the police. A synonym is a runaway or a renegade, right? Renegade, an outlaw, in other words. He is what they call a fugitive from justice, is the first sentence. And this sentence really helps with the definition, right? A fugitive, usually from justice. Um, this book is about the famous fugitive Jesse James. Jesse James was a criminal. This is the actual list that I found online of the FBI's most wanted. These men are fugitives because the police are still looking for them. The last word for the day is tactics, which is an action or strategy carefully planned to achieve a specific aim. A game plan or a scheme is a great synonym for a tactic, right? Think in terms of sports when two teams are playing each other and the coach will come up with a game plan to defeat the other team. Or in military, in the army, right? Where you train your soldiers to be able to defeat other soldiers in the other army. Example sentences: the police have better tactics than the criminals. In other words, the police have better strategies than the criminals. Basic infantry tactics, and infantry is a section of the army, right? Basic infantry tactics were taught by the guest instructor or the guest teacher. And those are all the words for this week. I hope that this video has been helpful. I also hope to see you very soon, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.